Welcome to the Rink Report presented by Telhio Credit Union. I'm Dylan Tyrer with you alongside Bob McElligott. Bob, a great Blue Jackets victory Wednesday night, shutting out the Winnipeg Jets 3-0. How about the atmosphere in Nationwide Arena as well?
Well, the atmosphere has been great for every home game this year. It really has. But it did go up a notch against Winnipeg the other night here. Night before Thanksgiving. It was a festive atmosphere. The Blue Jackets just came in and simply took care of business. It was one of those nights where the Blue Jackets know the way they have to play. They went out there and they simply executed. Not just here and there all night long, did what they had to do, and it was another night where the penalty kill was absolutely huge for this team, and that's been the case in the last two games. The penalty kill has really carried this team to victory.
Well, let's shift focus to tonight's game as well. It's a little bit different of an opponent, a struggling team in the Vancouver Canucks. How do the Blue Jackets avoid a letdown tonight after such an emotionally charged night on Wednesday?
Well, I think the first thing is you cannot take this team lightly. You can look at their record. It doesn't look good at all. Then you look at their roster, and you look at the talent that they have on the roster. And I talked with Brad Larson, the Blue Jackets head coach, about this morning, and he said, listen, that record means nothing. He said, I've watched two of their last three games. They are right there. They're on the verge of putting it together. So you have to make sure they don't put it together in this building tonight. Again, simply dictate the way the game is going to be played for the Blue Jackets. When they are on their game, they are annoying. They are hard to play against. Other teams don't like playing against the Blue Jackets when they're doing what they have to do. So if they could be a pain in the behind tonight, they're going to win this game.
All right, let's have a little fun now. Bring in Jean-Luc Grandpierre for another edition of Ask the Hyphenator.
It's actually pretty easy to answer. The coolest thing is you get to see so many different cities and travel around the United States. And that's also the downside because when I was with the Columbus Blue Jackets, we're in the Western Conference. So there are a lot of long trips coming back at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning from the West Coast and having to play 2 nights later. So that was, the great benefit and also the downfall. I would say the potential is greater. It's definitely a younger squad, so I would say it's about the same. But if I look at the long term, 5 years or 4 years from that, I think it's going to be better than what we had in the past years. It's kind of a long one, but the reason for it is number 4 was not available, which is what I wore in the minors and throughout the junior hockey. So 4 was not available. Mike Wilson had it at the time. And so I went into training camp, and they assigned me to number 68. And my very first exhibition game was against the Pittsburgh Penguin, and I found myself at the face-off circle next to Jaromir Jagr, and I got chirped so bad that immediately after that game, I went to the trainer. I was like, cut it in half, and that's how I ended up with 34.
I love that story with Jean-Luc and how he got the number that he had when he played here with the Blue Jackets, and I think it's great. I think that when you see numbers like that, you see a number 68 and you associate it. You see a number 99, which you don't anymore, but you would associate it. I think right now there are a lot of players that are wearing number 61, I think more than ever before, and I think that Rick Nash was kind of a trailblazer with that. So, but that story is awesome. At least Jean-Luc knew who he was and who he wasn't.
Yeah, absolutely, Bob. Well, if you haven't already, make sure to check out the Blue Jackets YouTube channel for Behind the Battle. It's an excellent behind-the-scenes piece. Episodes 1 and 2 already out. Episode 3 coming out next Wednesday. Let's have a sneak peek.
It seems like it has been so long since we've had an opening night. Last year, opening night came and went. No pomp, no circumstance. It was just another game. Tonight, with the fans loaded back into Nationwide Arena, it feels like hockey season once again.
We're gonna spit up.
Right here. Just part of the process, right?
Always lit. 24/7 got big drip. Swag on hot life fusion. The bag on lock is proven. Racks, stacks. Everybody know we getting it. Everybody know we getting it. Everybody know we getting it. Racks, stacks. Everybody know we getting it. Everybody know we getting it. Real business.
These are terrific, and I'm telling you, when you're watching Behind the Battle, these are the things that we get to see all the time, every day. In fact, it takes a minute for me to appreciate what I'm watching because some of it I've already seen, some of it I haven't, so it's really enjoyable.
All right, that'll do it for tonight's edition of the Rink Report presented by Telhio Credit Union. For Bob McElligott, I'm Dylan Tyrer saying enjoy the game.